zzz, the 18-year-old Miami artist who just signed his first record deal with Grade A Productions, the label founded by Lil Bibby and responsible for the careers of Juice WRLD and the Kid Laroi. As now only the third artist to sign with Grade A, ZZZ's new deal is actually double than what Juice WRLD initially signed for, at an impressive $6 million, which is even more impressive when we learn that this all happened in literally a matter of days.
My name's zzz. I'm from Miami, Florida, and got signed to Grade A, flew out here from Miami, and now, I don't know, my life crazy right now.
One moment Z was a normal college kid in his Florida dorm room making music and recording TikToks, to then just days later in LA and working in the studio with Future, Marshmello, Internet Money, Benny Blanco, and Travis Barker, just to name a few. All thanks to an Instagram Live shout-out from DJ Khaled. However, with his music career taking off seemingly overnight, this has also led to many people labeling ZZZ as an industry plant. But what even is an industry plant? Is ZZZ an industry plant? Who the f even is ZZZ? How did he meet Lil Bibby? Is his music even good? Well, all of those questions are about to be answered, as we take a look at the suspicious rise of ZZZ. Now, don't feel like you're alone if you've never heard of this guy before. Samuel Zalea, better known as ZZZ or zzz.sam, was born in Miami, Florida on July 23, 2003. According to him, the name ZZZ symbolizes how people slept on him growing up. Z first began making music when he was a freshman in high school, and quickly started taking it more seriously in the following months. Using only a 2005 version of GarageBand, Z would post his first tracks on his SoundCloud page in 2019, although all his early songs and EPs have since been deleted. Then came 2020, and the COVID pandemic. However, during this time was when Z was really able to find his sound and grow as an artist, recording over 100 songs while in quarantine, which Z's ability to pump out songs in a short amount of time is a skill he's been praised about today.
Everyone says you work quick as fuck, though. What's his name? I was talking to Marshmello, and he was like, bro, this guy works so fast.
But 2020 was also the year that Z struck his first bit of luck, in what would quickly become the jumpstart to his music career. One random night on Instagram Live with about 4,000 viewers, DJ Khaled would give the local Miami artist a shout-out, after Z's sister Zoe was able to get him to listen to one of Z's songs.
ZZZ, I'm telling you.
It all starts with one message.
This cosign from Khaled was honestly out of the blue. Z had gained himself a few thousand followers and listeners at this time, but for someone like DJ Khaled to shout him out as such a small artist was very impactful, and as Z says, helped push his music a lot. Z would clip the shout out from the live and then post it on his TikTok, gaining thousands of more views and bringing new attention to him and his music, which this has always played a huge role in Z's come up. His ability to reach fans through social media. In today's day and age, we see so many new artist careers ignited from TikTok. But while TikTok has played a significant role in Z's come up, even as of today, his numbers on social media aren't super mind-blowing. A little over 70,000 followers on TikTok and 130K on Instagram, which raises the question, how did he get signed for $6 million basically out of nowhere? Is his music just that good? Or is ZZZ an industry plant? We'll get more into that in a second. So then, after graduating high school, zzz.sam would enroll at the University of Florida in the fall of 2021. As a business administration student, Z was able to receive an academic scholarship and is indeed very smart. He still plans on finishing college and getting his degree, potentially with some help from Lil Bibby.
What type of homework you doing, man?
Microeconomics.
Yeah, you help, man. I'm here to help. I ain't been to school in how many years? About 12.
Good things, man.
But within the first week of moving into his Florida dorm room as a freshman, Z would record his track titled Another Day. And thanks to TikTok, zzz would get lucky yet again. But not in the way you're probably thinking. After posting this TikTok here of him in his room playing his song Ocean, something in the background would catch the eye of one important viewer. That flag says Full Send, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, is merchandise for the Nelk Boys. After one of the members of the group stumbled across this video and liked Z's music so much, along with the fact that Z was clearly a fan of them, they would actually then fly him out to Los Angeles to shoot his next music video. That next release was again his song Another Day. With, as he describes it, a rock and indie vibe, Another Day is still a fan favorite. The music video would drop in December of 2021, as we can see here with help from Steve Will Do It, a member of Nelk.
I made it my first week and I just came here to Gainesville. I was having like a whole different vision of like the way the world works, because like I just never been in the college scene. I was like kind of on my own. I don't really want to party right now, and I don't want to go out every night and drink and like go crazy. And it's like I see partying as like celebrating, but what do I have to celebrate if I haven't reached where I want to be in life?
March 25th, 2022. Life starts getting insane for zzz. After now having gained a small but loyal fanbase, Z would release his new alternative track titled Running Away on SoundCloud. Produced by a couple well-known names in the underground scene, Running Away is ZZZ's most popular song to this day, with now over 5 million streams on SoundCloud alone. March 28th, 2022, 3 days later. Former Chicago rapper and now record label owner Lil Bibby decided to hop on Instagram Live with some of his followers. And one follower that he went live with just happened to be playing ZZZ's song in the background.
ZZZ?
What's goody?
Hey, DM me his shit. That shit sound hard.
It's hard, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Lil Bibby was immediately impressed. March 30th. 2 days later, after Bibby listened to more of his music and got in contact with him through Instagram, something Z has been waiting for since 2020, Lil Bibby would book a flight for him to fly out to LA the next day.
I said, did Tenny send you the flight info?
Yeah, I'm about to be there tomorrow. I'm ready to go, bro. I'm gonna call you when I'm there.
Alright, say less, man.
Alright, bro.
March 31st. The very next day, ZZZ lands in Los Angeles and then is in the studio with Taz Taylor and Internet Money within an hour of arriving. Along with recording over 15 songs in the 3 days he was in LA, Z would also sit down and talk business with Lil Bibby and Steven Victor.
So what we need to do? Huh? The lawyer's right next door. No, I'm not even joking yet.
ZZZ would officially sign with Lil Bibby's record label Grade A Productions in April. After claiming that he had gone broke as a rapper, Lil Bibby would then launch his record label Grade A in 2017. The very first artist he signed was Juice WRLD in 2017. 1 for 1.
When I met Juice, I'm like, hold on. I know what this is. You know what I'm saying? I know what it sounded like. I know like every step to make, you know what I'm saying? I just knew what it was. I'm like, this is way bigger than what I'm doing.
Then the second artist was The Kid Laroi in 2019. 2 for 2.
How do you end up with an Australian kid?
I heard his music and that shit just blew me away. I've been trying to sign it for a whole year.
So now with zzz.sam, Lil Bibby is looking to go 3 for 3 with talent he's signed. 2 years ago, my sister asked me, where do you see yourself in 2 years? And I said, I just want to sign with Grade A. He's about to be one of the biggest artists in the world, said Bibby. There's no question that Lil Bibby has the knowledge and the connections to blow an artist up if he loves their music. And clearly he really believes in zzz.
The first day I met him, FaceTime Cole Bennett instantly, like, really? Crazy. FaceTime Cole Bennett, like, Cole, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is the next.
Since signing with Grade A, Z has performed at major festivals like Rolling Loud and Summer Smash, recorded at least 3 unreleased songs with Future, made a couple tracks with Marshmello, as well as met numerous huge artists including A$AP Rocky, Trippie Redd, Travis Barker, and Benny Blanco, who also believes that Z is the next big thing.
I'm in shock, man. You're a fucking beast. We're gonna work next week.
All right, bet that.
My G.
ZZZ's debut release under Grade A and in partnership with Warner Records would be his new single All I Never Wanted, which dropped back in October. The Steve Cannon-directed music video now has over 500,000 views. With a voice and melodies similar to the Kid Laroi and Juice WRLD, who is actually one of his biggest inspirations, this has also led to fans getting mad at Bibby for trying to sign the next Juice WRLD clone, along with the Walmart Kid Laroi. There have always been mixed feelings from fans when it comes to Bibby and the way he's handled Juice's music since he passed away. But again, since everything happened so fast for zzz in a matter of days, there are also many people out there that label Z as an industry plant. But what even is an industry plant? An industry plant is defined as a musical term derived from hip-hop which is understood to mean an artist who has a major label backing their movement but presents themselves as a homegrown startup to create the illusion of an organic following. So basically, an industry plant is an artist with a ton of push and money put into them from a big label, but they try to hide the fact they are signed and instead make it seem as if they are blowing up solely because of their talent. So is ZZZ an industry plant? If you ask me, not exactly. While there is no denying that Z's music career has been extremely boosted by Lil Bibby and his record label, that's honestly how the industry works. It is all about building connections wherever possible, and in the case of ZZZ here, it was also a lot of luck. Now we all know the saying, the harder you work the luckier you get, and Z does seem to have a good work ethic, but as we also just went over, there were multiple lucky breaks that helped ZZZ climb to where he is today. DJ Khaled decides to shout him out on Instagram Live. A member of Nelk happens to scroll upon his TikTok video and notices a full send flag barely seeable in the background. Then a random guy on Instagram is playing one of Z's songs while on live with Lil Bibby, and Bibby likes it enough to immediately fly him out and sign him to his record label within days.
I'm listening to folks shit, I'm just like, dang, this shit out of here. I'm looking at the sky and say, man, what the fuck did I do to deserve all this, man? What the fuck?
However, while there has clearly been some luck involved, you also have to credit ZZZ. If DJ Khaled didn't like his music, he wouldn't have shouted him out. If Steve Will Do It didn't like his music, he wouldn't have flown him out to shoot a music video. And if Lil Bibby didn't like his music, he wouldn't have signed him. Personally, Z's music isn't my favorite type of music to listen to, but I can admit he is talented and there is definitely a huge fan base for guys like him. And we all know how much Bibby loves his alternative artists. Let's just say if he turns out anything like the last 2 guys who signed to Grade A, he's going to be in great shape. At only 18 years old, zzz.sam has a bright future ahead of him. And with his debut album on the way soon, Z is only going to continue to blow up more and more each day.